Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 214 of Willa's the Answer. I'm Marie.
And I'm Dominique.
And it is Friday, I've already looked once, 23rd of August.
23rd.
Oh, dear. Right, we're there. We're on. There we go. I've got it all on. Oh, I can still hear myself.
What episode is it, did you say?
214.
214.
There's you in a t-shirt, me in a woolly jumper.
Well, that's because I've only been back in the door about 10 minutes and I am warm.
To be fair, the sun has literally come out, so it's changed actually. It's quite nice now.
Right.
Hello, everybody.
That's it. I can see everybody.
You've got your pen.
Right.
Are you ready?
And have a drink and we're ready to go.
We're all ready to go. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello.
Good afternoon. Oh, that's it, right.
Are you ready? Are you sorted?
No, not yet, but it's fine.
Well, while you've got your pen in your hand, I've remembered to weigh my blanket.
Right.
800 grams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very good.
But when you think how much wool I'd had.
You've had 1,000 grams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show how little of the colours I've used. So I could have utilised a bit more, couldn't I?
Yes. So you've not used 200 grams. There are 7 colours. You've got left less than 20 grams of each colour.
No, because there was 3 balls of undyed, wasn't there?
Yeah.
3 balls of undyed. Yeah, I think I think the majority of mine, when I weighed them, were over 20 grams.
Well, then you had a lot more than 1,000 grams.
Well, I think it's the weight, because there's more on the balls, isn't there? There's like 210 on some of the balls.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's my statistics. You've got the measurements and everything before, haven't you? So
yes.
Good.
121 by 116.
Good.
Well, in fact, you said you'd got 24 grams of each left. 800.
So it'll be interesting to see everybody else's. I know people are starting to send them in, aren't they, when they're finishing them?
Yes.
Yeah, there's some, and I like the Jane's got one with an extension on it.
Yes.
And I now see it fits the bed. It fits the bed really good.
I really like that.
So
Jane's put an extra 2 colours on, and it covers a single bed.
Yeah, looks really good, didn't it?
Jane's done the crocheted version, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Well, while we're talking about blankets, mine is cast off. However, I've written it down. It's not all sewn in. I've not done anything other than cast it off, and I've literally just weighed it. I've not had a chance to measure it yet. I've used 129, but I did mine to pattern, not to use all the wool.
1,029.
829.
Oh, you said 129. That threw me.
829. I knew I would have lots left over, but I've just done it to pattern. So it is finally off the needles.
Lovely. It still looks big though, doesn't it?
It is big.
Yeah.
It's big. I'm not going to block it, but I am. I've not done it today because there was a danger of it taking off. I am just going to hang it on the line when it stops, when the wind stops. But yeah, so all I've literally done is just got the scales out, 829 grams. And once I've hung it on the line, not to, not blocked, but just to let everything drop and settle, then I'll measure it.
Right, okay.
But mine should be fairly close to what the pattern says.
Yeah.
Because the pattern's my gauge, and I've done it 2 patterns. So
so you would hope it would be.
It should be fairly close, and then I've just got to deal with all my.
No.
But that's fine. It's cast off. That's the main thing.
Good.
Done.
Looks lovely. Really nice.
So I'm really pleased with it. And the wind's, I think, going to drop tomorrow. So I'll get it out on the line, and then I'll chop all the ends off, and then it is completely done and finished. So, but yes, I've still not had a chance to collate all the statistics, but I will do that next week. So keep them coming. If you're finishing, don't feel you have to, but if you want to, it's just interesting. I'll have the width, height, and weight of your blankets.
Good stuff.
Thank you very much. So yeah, that is nicely off the needles, and we've said there won't be the blanket Zoom next week. It'll be the week after for those of you that joins. And even if you've not finished, come along. It doesn't matter.
I meant to put that on the newsletter. Tittle. I knew there was something else anyway.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, is it? But yeah,
no.
Just so you know, it'll be a week on Thursday, not next Thursday.
If we're not there, they'll realise we're not there, and we'll either get a message or they'll just think, yeah, they're not there.
Yeah.
So talking blankets then, I've got another blanket off my needles. I'm so chuffed. That's all my blankets off my needles now. Oh my Lord, I was sat last night sewing all the ends in. So where's the bit? This is the last bit, yeah. So they're the last few colours. So I've steam blocked it and I've sewn all the ends in.
So that was roses?
No, that was dahlias. The last month was dahlias.
Yes.
So
yes.
There's all the colours. So that is my minis from
Sherry Iris.
Yeah, David's just there. Can you hear him?
Yes.
Yeah. Right, I'll just won't shout at him. I'll give him the opportunity to move and then I'll shout. Right, so that's all the minis from Sherry Iris. I used 7 months. And that was
from month 1, wasn't it? That was the first 7 months.
Yeah, first 7 months.
Yes.
And it goes on and on and on and on. I love it. So that was the bounce pattern by Twinkle Knits, and I held the 4-ply minis double. But I love it. I mean, it goes with my. Now he's going to be banging about in the kitchen. So it goes like with my cushions. So I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I'm pleased that's off the needles now, because they're just big cumbersome things, aren't they, to be working on, and loads of wool and stuff. So yeah,
particularly in the summer. I mean, not in the winter. They're lovely to be working on in the winter, but in the summer there's a lot of weight to them.
I feel like I've been on blankets for a while. That's just how it feels. I know it's not, but it just feels like it's been blankets. So I would like to say I'm not going to knit another blanket for a little while anyway.
Until the next one.
Until the next one, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my subscription. I'm not going to even look at them anymore, you know, because I'm not adding to it anyway. It's finished. I've cast it off. It's done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was sat last night sewing the ends in. It didn't take me as long as I thought. It's just boring. I hate doing it. So I just put. I finally realised I hadn't watched the last series of Rosalia now, so I managed to. It was the last episode I saw, so I managed to get them all done. So it's quite nice.
Right. Well, mine are all woven in. They'll just need snipping. So I've not got sewing in to do particularly. They've just all need snipping once it's been out on the line. So
that's good then. That's not too bad. So I'm trying to think. I've got a couple of finished objects. I've got a finished object. So now I've just got a few other bits and pieces. What have you got to show us?
I've got a finished object.
It looks very nice, that finished object.
It is the Tolsta tee is now finished, blocked, done. I am so much happier with this shape
It suits you. Really, really flattering.
Yeah. I think the V-neck would have been nice, but it had just taken, I had to do some thinking, and my brain wasn't up to it, whereas I didn't need to do any thinking with this. So this was the Tolsta tank vest version, because there are 3 versions of the Tolsta. There are 6 versions of the Tolsta tank, 3 shapes, 4-ply double knit, and this is the double knit, and nice. It's our double knit yak silk in navy. So I really enjoyed knitting it. Fits really nicely. Nice pattern. Very, very well written. Very well written.
It is very flattering on your neck and your shoulders. Very nice.
So thank you very much.
Do you feel comfortable in it?
Yes.
Good.
I mean, I feel warm in it, but that's, yeah.
I think you'd feel warm probably if you were sat there naked, wouldn't you? Let's be honest.
I would at the minute, yeah. I've been rushing. So yeah, really, I definitely will knit another one. She's got one of the samples is quite thick stripes with like there's a solid colour around the neck, around the edging. Yeah, that looks really nice as well. So
good.
So this, I've literally just been weighing everything because I've not done it. This took 257 grams.
That's good.
So I've got, I don't know where I've got quite a bit left. Yeah. So it was 3 balls of double knit, but it was 257. And I've made this longer than the pattern says. I've probably added a couple of inches because it was quite cropped. But it's nice. I'm not going to stand up because I'm not suitably dressed.
Mind boggles.
Yeah,
mind boggles.
No, I've got clothes on, but anyway, it's a nice length. Trust me, it is a nice length. Lucy, it feels really, really nice next to the skin. Really nice. Yes. Look, I would definitely do a winter jumper in it or cardigan. So nice. Tolsta tank vest version, double knit vest version by Rebecca Clow, who is Clow Knits on Instagram.
Oh, excuse me, sorry for yawning. God,
it was finished last week, wasn't it? But it not been boxed and woven in, so that is done now.
Perfect.
So what's your finished object?
Well, it was a cast on and a finished object. So the Suzie Cowl by Wendy, Crochet Creations by Wendy. So Wendy does all our I'm not awake today. Does all our crochet patterns. And I'd seen that she'd done it, and she'd done it sort of in tribute to her mum who passed away this year. And I thought, do you know what, I'm going to make it. And I wasn't sure what to use. And I thought, I know what I'm going to use, my Alice in Wonderland colour. So I held it double, because it's a double knit pattern.
Right.
I held it double with a silver, and I'm loving it.
So where was Alice in Wonderland from?
Alice in Wonderland was me Beehive Yarns box. So it's a long cowl that you can double up like that. Lovely, really nice, simple. I think didn't take me long to make, about a day.
Is it knit in the round long ways or short and long?
It's knit on the bias. It's not even knit on the bias, no, it's crocheted on the bias, for goodness sake. So you seam it, you can probably see there where I've joined it. So you start like there, and you do it on the back. It's really weird, but it's not weird. So you do it, you start from there and you go out that way.
So is it a long parallelogram?
Yes, so you get your shape, and then you narrow it off, and then you join the 2 slanty sides together. Yes. So to start off with, I kept thinking, how am I joining this? Am I twisting it? Am I going to have No, it was very straightforward, but it was nice to do. And it gives it a really nice edge. Do you know what I mean? You've got a really neat edge on it.
Yes.
But yeah, it was lovely
really
to do.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice, really simple, and I think it'll make lovely Christmas presents. You know, just
beginner friendly pattern, or
yes, beginner friendly. Yes. Would you? I would say. Well, I mean, it's difficult to say because I can crochet, isn't it? Yes, I think it is. The instructions, you do exactly what it says on the instructions.
Yeah.
So it was very straightforward. It's just I couldn't get my head into where the pattern, the shape was.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I was thinking there was a twist in it or somewhere, but anyway, it's lovely. So I'm pleased I've used that yarn up because I had no idea what I was going to use it for.
And do you have used all 100 grams?
No, I probably got about. It's hard because I wound it together with the silver to make it a ball. Do you know what I mean? A double knit ball. I would say I probably got about 15, 20 grams left of it, if that. So not a huge amount, not a lot left.
But I suppose with that, you could make that as long you could make it so it goes around 3 times if you really wanted.
Yeah, I could have done. Yeah, I could have done. Or I could have made it smaller and used it for something else. So I might even make like a little pair of wristies with the blue and the silver. Do you know what I mean? Take them back to the 4-ply and use them. You know, so that might be quite nice. But it was lovely, really nice pattern, Wendy.
Yeah,
so
that's very nice, Wendy.
Yeah, but I liked how it's. You can't really. Can you see the colours?
You can now. You can close. Otherwise, it just looks like it's backwards and forwards. So yeah,
it just looks. It looks very Christmassy. Do you know what I mean? Very frosty looking.
Looks like ice gems.
Yeah, it does look like ice gems.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
So that was the pattern. That's
Maybe
available
I'll have
on
a go,
Ravelry.
Wendy, but you'll have to be on standby if I get stuck.
It's on Ravelry. So yeah, nice pattern. You won't get stuck, honestly.
I'll put a link below. Yeah.
So that was my cast on and cast off last week. I made that. But from me saying I wasn't going to do anything else casting on, I managed to cast that on, cast it off, and do my blanket. So, what else have you been up to then?
Have you got anything to show?
I've got wool to show, and I've got current project.
That's what I meant.
You want me to show some wool?
Well, let's show some wool.
Right. So you asked. The lady went in the shed, danced about a little bit, and she's created the new Strictly Sock Along colourway. Twinkle Toes. I love it. It's beautiful.
Last year was very Latin. I definitely wanted a ballroom theme this time.
Yeah.
So I've gone ballroom inspiration. And
it comes as a sock set as well if you want it on the website with the pale petrol. It is beautiful. I keep looking at it thinking, oh, it would make a beautiful jumper. Oh, I really like a jumper in it. So it's there. If you've received our subscribers newsletter, you got an early advance of it this morning. So people have already been purchasing.
So those of you that have ordered it, that's already in the post. I was posting. That's where I've just rushed back from the post office. So if you've already ordered it, it's in the post. First class, you could have it tomorrow morning.
Yes, it's all ready. So yes, they're there. So it's on the usual basis, except the yak for obvious reasons. But you can get it in 50 grams, sparkle, non-sparkle, and doubles. So
double knit sparkle as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Really, really pretty.
We just can't do a double knit sparkle socks. Oh yeah, we can. Have we got double knit sparkle minis?
We hadn't, but I've just remembered we can do it now, can't we? Because we've got the sparkle, so I need to put that on the website.
Yeah, I've just suddenly thought then yes, we can. So we forget that you can have it in whatever you want.
I just need to put it on. That's all. So yes, beautiful colourway, Dominique. Really pretty.
Yeah, well, I was just channeling like a waltz or an American smooth. That's what I was channeling. So that's where we went.
Beautiful. So yes, so that's available to order now. And for those people who don't know about the sock along, I'll let Dominique explain more over on. It's on Little Drops of Wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Ali does it on Little Drops of Wonderful. She runs a Strictly Sock Along starting I don't know. I'm not sure if she said. I'm so far behind with podcasts, but it will be starting soon. Well, it'll start when Strictly starts.
It normally says, yeah.
Strictly, and it's a very informal knitting some socks while you're watching Strictly on a Saturday night. But she also has lots of prizes and prizes for best cheat. Go over and you'll all follow Ali anyway. Go over and see Ali, and she'll explain. But yeah, so
I did put a link
passed on
the newsletter. I did put a link to her YouTube page, which is her YouTube channel, which is where she talks about it a lot, isn't it? So we'll probably put one down in here as well for those that haven't got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it normally is, because when do they do the, get together? It's normally end of September, isn't it?
Oh, I would have said it's normally the beginning of September when they do the
reveal.
coupling. Yeah, the reveal. And then they normally have 2 weeks. And then so
yeah, because I'm normally we're watching it at Yarndale, aren't we? Normally when Yarndale's on. So it must be. Yeah. Yeah, it must be. I don't know why I got that wrong.
Well, I thought it was normally, I'm just trying to see. I thought it was normally like the last weekend in August, but it can't because that's this weekend.
Must be beginning of September. They've revealed everybody, haven't they? They revealed all the
launch show will be recorded in advance of the year's live shows on Wednesday, September the 4th. So maybe it's next weekend. Maybe
it is. While we're talking about orders, the shop's going to remain open.
First will be the 21st of September. The first show will be the 21st of September.
Brilliant.
There we go.
Ready for Yarndale. If you're putting any orders in over the weekend, if you put any orders in after Sunday, they will not be posted for a week because we're having some time off. We've got a week off. So they will go out on the 2nd of September, which is a week on Monday. So not this bank holiday Monday. The week after is when orders will be posted out. Yeah. So we'll just leave the shop open. So any orders, that's when they'll be posted out.
But if you're ordering Twinkle Toes this weekend, it will go out on Tuesday.
Yes.
But not if it's after probably 7 o'clock on Sunday night.
No. Just to give Dominique a chance to dye the extras. We haven't got enough on the shelves as it is. But yeah, so the shop will be closed. And I'll put a post on social media, and there'll be one on the shop as well for when you do log on and see it. So
yeah.
I think that was all I had to remember. Who knows? What else have you got on?
Speaking of Ali, do you want another finished object?
Oh yes.
It's finished and blocked.
Wow.
Finished, blocked. So this is the Willa top, Willa by This.Bird.Knits.
Look at you with 2 woolly on.
In
Woodland Walk. Woodland Walk.
Wonderland Walk.
Oh, Wonderland Walk. I thought it was Woodland Walk.
I think it's Wonderland Walk. It's Wonderland Walk. It's over there, which Ali did the recipe for and dyed the first few, and it's sold by Lay Family Yarns. So it is the same designer as the Case of Tea that I really enjoyed, and I really like this one. Fits really nicely, and this one only took 181 grams.
Wow, that's good.
And I made this one quite a bit longer than it should have been.
Yeah.
I just kept going because I wanted it longer. So, yeah, Willa top. I absolutely love the colour. Really like the fit. I obviously like This.Bird.Knits. I like the way she designs.
Yeah.
They suit me. So yeah, that is it. Willa top all done.
Wow. 2 woolly tops.
Finished, ready to, yeah. Anita said 2 challenges. What am I missing? Ali has got Little Drops of Wonderful, which is her knitting and crochet channel, but she's also got This Little Wonderful Life, which is more family vlogs and daily vlogs. So knitting and crochet, Little Drops of Wonderful, family life, daily vlogs, This Little Wonderful Life. There you go, Anita. They're the 2.
Is that the ones that she does a walking on as well? Because she's got 2 Instagram channels as well, hasn't she?
Yes. So she does a walking, like they've just been on holiday and she's done a vlog, or if she has days out, or she just sometimes does a making week vlog. So yeah, go and find Renita. There's lots of back catalogue to watch as well.
I'll be 1 minute. There's somebody at the door.
Oh, there's somebody at the door. So yes, I would, like I did as soon as I finished the case, I thought, oh, I really like that. I'd knit another one. I would definitely do another one of these. Oh, Marion's just ordered her Twinkle Toes. Yeah, so I need to say thank you to Barbara, because it was Barbara that suggested the Willa top a little while ago when I was looking for something to do with like 150 grams. This one was suggested. If I'd have done it to pattern, I think I'd have got it out for 150, but I'd got 2 balls, so I just kept going. So, oh dear.
It's really good then, isn't it? That's good value for money. Are you? What with me answering doors and you doing that?
I just need to take it off just at the minute.
Are you just needing to charge yourself up?
Yeah, and that's it. I was plugged into the laptop, but not into that. So yes, really love the yarn, love the pattern. I don't know if Kelly and Nick are coming to Yarndale, but if they are, then I'll bring it to Yarndale with me so I can go and show them.
Right. So, what are you working on now then that you've got all these cast off?
Well, it should be the Luminos tea, but it's not.
Not feeling it? Well,
I'm not feeling it. I love it. I absolutely. I mean, in fairness, the blanket didn't get cast off till last night, so that's what the main knitting's been done.
Yeah.
I just don't know why. So I'm going to take it with me next week. Now everything's off the needles. So what I've turned to is the veg box, my hexes. Yeah. So I've got all of my turnips done.
Yours.
And I've just started the sprouts and bacon. So I've got 6 more to do. When it's sparkle, I get 6 out of it, and when it's sock, I get 7.
Yeah.
And that's sparkle and that's sock. So I've got 6 more to do, and then that's all of my hexes done. And then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with them.
Right.
So I really like really like the look of it. I'm just not feeling it.
But if you're not feeling it, there's no point, is there?
No. But why? Well, I do know why. Well, I don't. It's just because I can't be bothered to make 2 triangles, and then I just want to cast on and go, which is silly. Because once you've got them bits done, I don't know. So at the minute, I'm not. That's just sat waiting.
But I know what you mean. It's like me with this. Oh, is this where it is? Is it in this bag? No, it's not in that bag. This. I've and ahed today. I'm not feeling it.
Then don't do it.
I think I want to turn the purple into an Elton cardigan.
Right. With
Purple, and I've got purple mohair.
Yeah.
Because I've pulled out my Cecil shawl with the mohair.
Right.
I've had a good clear out. I was looking, another story, I was looking for my cross stitch. I couldn't find my Christmas cross stitch. And I knew I'd seen it, and I'd seen it recently because I remember opening the bag and thinking, oh, that's where it is. Could I always remember where the heck I put it? So I ended up having to go through all my different places that I've got piles of stuff.
Yes.
And I went through a lot, and the Cecil shawl was sat there. And I thought I'd done loads more now, and I'd probably only done this much of it. Do you know what I mean? I thought, I'm not doing it, am I? Why is it sat in a bag? So I've pulled it out, and I've taken so I've got all the mohair now, lots of different mohair. And then I went through the bags here, and I've sort of cleared out a load of things as well. And I just kept looking at it and thinking, why am I not doing it? Because I'm not feeling it. I love the pattern. I'm just not feeling it. Yeah. But I want to do an Elton, or I'll put it this way, I want to do something where I'm knitting with the purple and some mohair, but not holding it double. Do you know what I mean? I like that idea of the texture of the 4-ply. So if anybody has got any ideas, I don't mind whether it's a jumper or a cardigan's
lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't mind whether it's a jumper or a cardigan, but something that goes in between using lace panels, like the lace weight panels, and then the 4-ply.
And has it got to be a garment?
Yes. Right. It's got to be a garment. I want a garment.
Because the Dust of Snow does that, but that's a shawl.
Yeah, well, I'll move on to that in a minute. But I want a garment out of it, but I'm not feeling that. So I need something else.
Yeah. Yeah, so Lucy's saying she gets it a lot. She now always stops, rips it out. Sometimes it's the yarn and the pattern don't match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I want the jumper, but I don't want to knit it.
It's weird, isn't it?
Very, very rarely feel that. I would 9 times out of 10 for me, I want to knit it, but I'm not bothered about wearing the end garment.
Yes.
Like the process of knitting, I enjoy.
Yeah.
I don't always wear it. That I want to wear it, but I don't want to knit it. We'll see. Let's see.
Yeah. So I am after suggestions of a garment. If not, I think I'll do the Elton because I can't think of anything else. I just like that difference.
Looks really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. I just like that difference in texture. So I don't know. Anybody with any suggestions of something very similar to that? Because I'm going to use the purple, and I've got loads of purple mohair as well.
Yeah. But just say hello to Sue and Marjorie, who are watching on the way home, and Glenda, who said hello from Edinburgh. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, so at the minute, I've cast everything off. Like the blanket needed to be done, so that's off the needles. I need to get the hexes done, but I've got 6 left to do, which is going to take me today and tomorrow. And then I need to think about what I want to do. So I did think I want to get my Christmas jumper back out and do that.
Yeah.
But I also, and this is absolutely Jane's fault, I do want to cast on that cardigan.
Yes. You were intrigued, but I think that's probably what it is more than the Luminos. That's taken the Luminos was a strange construction to start off with, which grabbed your attention and the shape. I think this cardigan's done it more for you because it's got more maths and more shaping.
Well, the Luminous, the shape, I just thought the shape looked really nice. And I keep saying it, Rachel's colours.
Yes.
Just everything about it. But I can't remember what it was called. So let me, this cardigan that Jane told us about on, in fact, Lucy, this is, if ever I have seen a Lucy cardigan, this is it. It's a all over lace cardigan, but knit in 4-ply, not lace weight. Done in one continuous piece. So Jane said you just cannot work out. It's the most bizarre construction.
can sort of see it there, yeah. It's beautiful shape, absolutely stunning. What's it called?
Well, we don't really know, do we? I'm going to show you.
Oh, that's right. The Hitofude.
Well, it's Japanese, and I've tried asking how to pronounce it, but it sounds like they're saying something beginning with an S. So that just everything about it.
What colour
I
then?
enjoy lace knitting. Well, I never used to, but I do enjoy lace knitting. And at the minute, I feel excited to knit that, but I don't feel excited to knit the Luminos.
Well, don't do the Luminos. What colour are you going to do that in?
Oh, look, Sally's just about to cast it on. Sally wasn't even there. But did you talk about it yesterday? How did you know, Sally? I don't know, but that to me is done. It's not, but that looks very much like our undyed yak. So it feels like I could do it in, I mean, they're not the colours I would, they're not my colours, but I can't think of what other colour to do it in.
Nice.
And I think it would drape beautifully in yak.
It would look beautiful. It would look stunning.
So I think it might be. I don't know. That was on, when did Jane tell us? On Monday.
Monday.
I've not done anything, but I keep coming back to it. So
Sally,
watch this space.
What colour are you doing yours in then, Sally? Have you got a colour in mind, or you must have if you're just about to cast it on?
Yeah, just about to cast it on.
Well.
But yeah, just something about, I don't know. I just enjoy knitting lace. I'm in an all over lace cardigan, and that's quite a big cardigan. It's quite a big challenge. But oh, Sally's using a gradient yarn. I mean, there are some that have been done in gradient. They look stunning, but I'll put a link when I do the links. Just go and have a look, everybody. And I think it's £1.59, the pattern.
Is that all?
That's all it is. From an extra small to an XXL.
Oh.
So let's just, I mean, I don't even know what sizes they are. I need to, anyway, well.
That's grabbed your attention anyway.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm blaming Sally.
Let's see.
Well, Sally and I were talking. You're talking about like falling out of love with things and like not sure what to do. I've fallen out of love with my veg box. I didn't know what to do with my veg box. Socks. I think they're still going to be socks, but Sally was saying that she's going to use her veg box for a make-along that's just starting. I thought, oh, I could do that with a veg box. Well, I'm not going to use my veg box because I have gone back to thinking I'm going to use them as socks, just as standalones. And the make-along is the Wings of Wonder MKAL. And it's by Lisa K. Ross. And it's going to be a shawl, which is why I'm not going to knit a shawl with the other wool. So it starts on the 4th of September and goes all the way through till the end of October. And it uses 7 contrasting colours and a main colour. And I think you need, it's in between, it's bigger than 20 gram. So I'm using 50 grams, but I thought I'm going to go through my stash because while I was hunting, looking for stuff, I went through all my stash. So let me just say here. Yeah,
sorry,
you need
I was just looking because I keep thinking, have I knit any of her patterns? No, but she does loads of advent patterns. That's why I know the name, because
122 meters of each contrasting colour, and then 100 grams of the main colour. So
30 grams of each contrast colour.
So I've just gone stash diving, and I found I had loads of. I'm going plain. I've got loads of like pale colours. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
Silver, pale blue. I just need a pale.
Petrol.
Yes, that's all I didn't have. I thought I had pale petrol, but it was mohair. That, and I'm going to use it with navy. That's going to be my contrasting colour, the navy with those. Because I've got all these just like sat in my baskets. So things that have been started, I've used them on little bits of stuff. It's all our yarn. So why not? So that's what I'm going for. But you can use it on when you read the pattern. It's for, you can use multicolours, you can use up stash, you can use up all sorts. But I just seem to have big chunks of like pale colours. So I thought, right, I'm going to use those.
She does a lot of like advent knitting, doesn't advent designing rather.
So that's Sally's fault this morning talking about it. And I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna do that. So that starts 4th of September.
A week on Wednesday.
Yes. So just whenever you're going in to dye some more Twinkle Toes, just chuck me in a 50 gram, would you? Just on normal sock. Thank you very much. So that's what I'm gonna start to do. I'm gonna pull out that, and if nobody else comes with suggestions, I think I might do an Elton.
Yes. Or
something. And then I'm like you. I've got my brother's Christmas jumper. I've got my Jethro, which I keep making squares for. I just keep doing a couple of squares every day and just shoving them in the box. Excuse me. So, but the reason I needed to find it was because I said last week I bought the stand for my cross stitch.
Yes.
I found it, like I say, it was in one of the bags. So this is the stand. It's so much easier to put together, and then you just put that bit under your thigh, and then you can, and then you can just sit and cross stitch and it moves up and down.
Yes.
Perfect. But I did have to take it off. I had like a plastic, Marjorie got it for me when she went to one of the stitching shows, the new what do you call them, frames to put your cross stitch in. I could never get it tight enough. I didn't, so I've gone back to my wooden ring. So I'm again just doing bits and pieces of that, which is quite nice. And it's good because normally my cross stitch would be like flung back into a bag, where now it can just stand by the side, and I can think, oh, I'll just do half an hour on that.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just laughing because Lucy said I would suggest something, but I've been sidetracked buying and reading the new cardi pattern. Well, Lucy, I knew it got your name written all over that.
Lucy, if you do think of anything for me to make, I like lace, but I do just want that contrast of knitting with 4-ply and then the mohair. That's what I'm after. Something that incorporates that. Not like this jumper where it's knit together to make a different yarn. Yeah. I'll wait to see what everybody comes up with. But yeah, I think that's going to get pulled out and reused because I love the colour and I love the wool, just not that.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just the mood you're in at the time, isn't it? Because you'll come back to something and then think, well, why didn't I do this? I've really enjoyed it. But
exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not doing anything yet. I am hexes. I'll get the hexes done because they're so close, and then I just need to decide how I'm joining them. I need to, once I've got the next 6 done, I need to lay them all out and see how big a piece of fabric I can make as they are.
Yeah.
And then how I'm going to join them.
Yeah.
It's not going to be enormous because I've got
you've got 12 out of each set.
Yeah, that's what, but some are 14. What are 7 12s? 84. So I've got 84. It's not going to be enormous, but then do I just put a border, join it? I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know how I'm joining them yet, but hopefully that's going to be this weekend. That's going to be my brain power before my attention gets turned to anything else.
Yeah.
And then let's decide what we're going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, I knew it. I'm pleased Sally found me that, because I think that might just keep me going, knowing I've got a bit of a deadline to do things in. I quite like that. So
yeah. How many weeks is it over?
7.
Right.
So yeah, it's quite a long time. And like Sally said, it gets us over the Stephen West phase. So I may not jump in straight away on the Stephen West. I might see what it is before I decide on it. Because I'm not.
You won't.
I know, but what I mean is, I don't think I'm going to start it off as a surprise. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not feeling it this year, Dominique. I'm just not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. I know I normally say I'm not doing it, but this year I'm really not feeling it. I think because I didn't particularly like the shawl I made last year.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So
yes.
Unless I look at it and go, oh my God, I love that. Yes, I'll probably do it. But I think I don't really want to risk making another shawl. I'm not particularly, I think for me, because that middle bit and all the debacle over it, I don't like my middle bit, and I don't feel it goes with the rest of the shawl.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I don't feel like it's cohesive, and I don't know. It irritates me every time I look at it and put it on, and I think this bit doesn't look right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. All right.
Yeah, shall we open a book on it, Marion? Exactly. Yes.
Put it this way, I am not planning on doing it before I've seen the pattern.
Yes. Well, you'll still be doing that one anyway, won't you?
Yeah. So I'm not planning on doing it. I'm not planning on choosing my colours before I know what it is.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to do it yet, but I will have a pair of Strictly socks to cast on. I've still got my Beachcomber socks, which I'm not actively doing things on there, just to take out and about when I go anywhere. I've not got much on the needles or hooks, but I just want to clear the decks. It feels nice to clear the decks. I might cast on a Suzie Cowl.
Yeah, it's a nice crochet.
Once these are finished, then that's my crochet finished.
Yeah,
and I've quite enjoyed doing a bit of both. So
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm also after book recommendations, because I'm just about to finish my most recent audiobook, which Eve recommended to me. She's an author who is local to Lincoln but now lives away, and it's called Mrs. Quinn's Rise to Fame, and it's been such a lovely, enjoyable listen to rather than a read, because obviously I've been doing it as an audiobook, and I've probably only got about an hour or so left to listen to. I've really, really enjoyed it. I think Eve said,
the author?
I think you were going to say that the author is, just have a look on my photos. The author is Olivia Ford. It's a really nice book. Makes you smile.
Is it set locally then?
No, it's about a lady who is in her late 70s and decides to enter the equivalent of the British Bake Off. And it goes backwards and forwards through her early life and her present life. And it's a really nice story. So I'm going to be looking for a new book, audiobook. I mean, I've probably got millions on, but it was so nice because it wasn't just it was a lovely read. No murders, deaths, my usual murder mystery books. It was really nice. So I definitely recommend it to anybody. And it was the narration was done by Juliet Stevenson as well, so that was quite a nice narration as well. But yeah, you know when you're like getting to an end of a book and you're thinking, oh, now what am I going to read? Because I've really enjoyed listening to it.
I take it it's a standalone. There's not a series of them.
Yeah, it's the first book.
Right.
The first book. So yeah, that was Eve that introduced me to that, and it was lovely, really nice. So yeah, I need to find another one that I can listen to while I'm in the car or pottering about. I like listening to them while I'm driving. What have you been reading at the minute? Anything? Or
I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've got a book on the go. Again, I'm like reading a chapter a night, but not every night. But I can't remember what it's called. It's
What's it about?
It's something. It's called something like One Murder, 12 Suspects or something. But it is someone's been murdered, and a family friend is a private detective who turns up to solve the murder, and she's narrating it. You're basically reading her diary of the interview. Yeah. So chapter 1 is about the victim, and then chapter 2 is the first suspect. You know, so you're reading it like an interview.
Right.
But she's talking to you at the same time. She's like, oh, my brain's not working tonight, so you need to be taking notes. I'm not doing any of that. I'm enjoying it, but it's not. When I get a good book, I read every single night. Yes. And it's not gripped me yet. Right. But yeah, I can't remember what it's called. But it's all right. If I really enjoy it, I shall let you know.
No, Angela, I haven't heard of those books by AJ Peace. I shall have a look on my Audible. I shall have a look and see what they're about. It is weird though, isn't it? Like, you know, I mean, I do listen to a lot of audio books, and some I am like, oh, I can't wait to listen to this. And others are just in the background. Do you know what I mean? Are you Googling?
I think it's called 12 Motives for Murder.
Ah. I'm going to have a look and see.
I mean, it's confused me because it's the cover I've just found is a different cover to the one I've got, but it's called 12 Motives for Murder, 12 Suspects, 12 Interviews.
Oh, right.
By Fiona Sherlock.
Is that from the... I've seen something pop up recently by somebody, Sherlock books. Must have been on my Audible.
Well, I've had this. This is a £3 for £5 from the works.
Right.
That I've had for a long time. That I took with me when I went to the lakes and didn't start it then, but I've read it as I've come back. So I've picked it up as I've come back.
I know what it was. I think it popped up on my Kindle, like free Kindle, because I've got Kindle Unlimited. I think it was on free Kindle Unlimited. Right. Because I looked and thought, oh, surname Sherlock. I wonder if that's the real surname. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's where it came from. I remember seeing it now on the Kindle Unlimited. I'll have a look at those then, Angela. Thank you very much. Oh, Pierce. I'm reading the... Oh, I'll have a look at all those. Thank you. What else? I think that's it.
I was going to say I've not got anything else.
Next week's this will be same time, won't it? We're looking at doing the same time next week.
Yes, yeah, we are.
Yeah, so we should be here same time next week. Bank holiday Monday. There's no knit and natter.
No.
And I'm not sure yet whether there is on Thursday. I know that's a bit airy-fairy, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. So we shall wait and see. Hopefully it will be. So it's the usual. If we're there at 10 o'clock, it will be on. If we're not there by 10:10, it's not on.
Yes. Yeah.
Anything else?
Sorry, I was reading. I mean, most of them authors I've not heard of. All of them authors I've not heard of. So it is always nice to get
Yeah,
different
it is. Yeah.
authors. No, I don't think there is. I don't know what I was thinking then. I was trying to think the last time I'd used the library. I got into the habit of going, reading a book and getting a new one, and I've not used it for a while. I've not read for a while, but yeah, let's see. Yes, everyone have a lovely bank holiday weekend, whatever you're doing.
Yes.
Whatever the weather's doing.
I mean, it's been we've had every sort of weather in the last couple of days, haven't we? It's been hilariously bad.
Yeah. But very good for drying wool.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, we've both had good wool drying sessions, haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just more about not necessarily drying them, it's making sure they stay on the flipping line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why the blanket didn't go out, but yeah.
Yes.
Any suggestions for Marie for a garment?
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. I will wait and see what people suggest. But if not, we will see you same time.
Next
same
week.
Place.
Have a good week, everybody.
Next week. Have a good time. See you all later. Bye.